Hi, I'm Paula Fry. This is our new little puppy, and she's been great. She is a very good stress reliever, but we've enjoyed her. I had to show you how cute she is. Today I'm going to talk to you about ways to stay healthy. Some of the things that I do and my mom did. She lived to be 93, and in this time when everything is so crazy and everyone's so worried about their health, I thought this would be a good time to tell you some of the things we do every day. And a lot of times people that are healthy, it's just those little things they do every day that make a huge difference. And of course, getting enough sleep and eating right and washing your hands and doing everything the CDC tells you to do is really important. I've written a book called 21 Keys for Renewing Your Health, and it is great for people with autoimmune disease or anyone that wants to be healthy. It's made the research in this book has made a huge difference in my life. I think it's on sale at Amazon, and so if you are hurting and need some help, this will be a great help to you. First of all, I wanted to tell you the first thing that I wanted to tell you about is Miracle Protection Oil. A few years ago I got shingles and had a pretty bad case, and I got online. I was trying to find some healthy ways to help prevent the pain, the nerve pain and the roster pain, and found out that clove oil, lavender, and eucalyptus were really good for relieving pain, shingle pain. So I bought these little roll-on bottles from Amazon. I think I put olive oil in first, and then I added the clove, the eucalyptus, and the lavender, and it worked great. And I've given them to a lot of people with shingles, and they love them. My brother also used it. He had the shingles. So a neat thing, I started adding coconut oil because it lasts longer. It doesn't turn as rancid as olive oil and other oils. I also have put eucalyptus oil in it, lavender, clove, oregano, and peppermint, about 10 drops of each. Sometimes I vary the amounts. My little puppy is trying to talk. No, Annie. No, baby. It's my turn to talk. But anyway, these are great. And what I found is that they're great for insect bites. My brother in Texas loves these for insect bites. It is also an insect repellent. I keep it in my purse if I'm out and about and the bugs get bad. I just roll it on my arms, rub it in, and the bugs don't bother you. Another thing that I've been doing lately with all this virus scare and everything, I rub it around my nose and around my mouth, and it may not work, but I think it does. The first oils that I started selling were Young Living essential oils, and they have one called Thieves that has a lot of clove oil in it. And their story behind that is that the thieves used to use clove oil on their hands and face and around their noses when they during the bubonic plague, and they could steal things without getting sick. So that's what I do. I don't know if it works. I have no research on that, but I think it does. I know that essential oils, germs and viruses don't like essential oils. So another thing that I do, and my 93-year-old mother did every day, I use a nasal spray, and you probably all have done this, but I use this Ancient Secrets Nasal Cleansing Salt, and you get 3 jars of these for about $17 on Amazon. You use 1/4 teaspoon of salt for 8 ounces of warm water. Mix it up, and you can buy these bottles too. I like the glass. This one's plastic, but you can get the amber in the glass, which I do recommend. And I think you can get 6 of them for $19. But I keep them in my travel bag and everywhere. But you squirt 5 shots of this in each nostril at least twice a day. And if you've been in an area with a lot of people and people are coughing and different things, I would do it several times a day. Or if you're sick with a sinus infection. I used to get sinus infections all the time, and I rarely get one now since I've been using this, and my mom used it every day. You can order X Clear on Amazon, and I know other places sell it, that has the saline, it has a xylitol, which is a germ killer, and grapefruit extract, which is a preservative, and it's really good too. So if you don't want to make your own, you can just buy that on Amazon or other places, but it is really good. And I don't recommend getting nasal spray that has, I looked up one on Amazon today and it had cornstarch, I don't know, all kinds of stuff in it. I thought, I'm not squirting that up my nose. So just be really careful about what you get. Make sure that it's pure. Really, the saline is plenty, and I think the water washes out the germs. So use distilled water or pure water. Don't you ever use tap water for this. Another thing that I do, I like oregano. This is it's Mediterranean source P73, and these are little gels, and I take one a day when I feel like I'm getting sick. Or a couple of years ago we went on a cruise and we took them every day just to help us stay healthy. It says healthy immune support. I've heard that oregano oil is a natural antibiotic. I actually use oregano oil, my doTERRA oregano oil, and coconut oil, olive oil, and I rub it on my face, my sinuses if I feel like I'm getting sick, and on my chest. And this little thing too, I also make a Miracle Breathe oil that has the eucalyptus, oregano, lemon, and peppermint in it, and I put a lot of oregano in it. Oregano will burn you, so you've got to be careful. All essential oils will burn you, but especially oregano. Oregano will remove warts, moles, anything straight from the bottle. It's pretty strong. But I just rub it on my sinuses. Don't get it near your eyes. It will burn your eyes. But it's great too. So another thing that I do, I like elderberries, and if you get elderberries, I got these at the Co-op Health Store in Laramie. We're trying to get a co-op started in Green River, Wyoming. We're selling shares, and we're trying to get a store started. So if you're interested and you live in this area, please contact us. It's Wild Sage Market. We're trying to get that started. So, and a lot of people can have their local items, and you know, fresh eggs and grass-fed beef and all kinds of neat stuff there. But I got these in Laramie, and I wash them off. I measure out, probably this bag is probably about a cup, and then I just put enough water on them. I put quite a bit of water, and I use distilled or pure water, and I let them boil for about 30 minutes in this altitude, 30 to 40 minutes, because they recommend 20 minutes, I believe, at sea level. You need to boil. There are some chemicals in elderberries that are not good for you, but if you boil them, it gets rid of them. So I would make sure that you boil them on a day that your windows are open and everything. So if there is anything that is released from them in the air, you have a well-ventilated area. But elderberries are great for you if you are sick. They're great to stay healthy. I make cough drops out of them. I use a little zinc and elderberry and some other herbs and make cough drops. I use brown rice syrup, organic brown rice syrup, or I put a little honey and make like a tincture with it. You can take a couple of tablespoons a day when you feel like you're coming down with something, and I think it's really good. You can make a tea out of this. There is a tea that I really like. It's echinacea tea with elderberry, and I think it's traditional medicinal tea that you can buy in the grocery store. I don't know if you can get it right now. Usually you can buy it online, but I really do like that tea also. Or you can make your own tea. A lot of times I'll make a tea with, I grow thyme, I grow sage, I grow rosemary, and I'll make a tea with my elderberry and those herbs, and just let it steep. You can keep it in the refrigerator and warm it up as you need it, and it's great when you're not feeling good. If you don't want to make your own cough drops or your own mixtures, I love these. This is Zand. It's a Zand, Z-A-N-D company. They're from Massachusetts, but this particular one is echinacea and 14 more herbs with a little menthol, and it's got organic brown rice syrup in it too. I love the one that they make that has the elderberry and the zinc. I think they're really, really good cough drops, or if you feel like you're getting a sore throat, you can use them to help heal, and I think they do help heal because of the all of the herbs and things. So those are good if you don't want to make your own, which most people don't. All right. The next thing that I wanted to tell you about is just, you know, get plenty of sleep, spend some time with your family, just eat really well. I noticed, you know, like in Walmart and the grocery stores, the canned soups and the toilet papers and all that kind of stuff are just gone, the hand sanitizers, but the healthy stuff is still there. You know, your vegetables and your greens and all those things are really the things that will help you stay well. Another thing that I would, if I were you, I would make up just in case you get the coronavirus and get real sick and can't get out of your home, I would make up a big batch of chicken soup and put it in the freezer. I will make a video of how I make my chicken soup. I add lots of herbs, healing herbs, to my soup, good vegetables, good organic chicken. I like to use bone broth, but just make some good healthy chicken soup to keep on hand. You don't, the stuff in the store is not good for you, most of it. It's high in sodium, some of it has monosodium glutamate. It's just not good for you. So make your own, and you know, spend the time, if you're off work, you can't go to work, spend the time making some good healthy soups and stews with good grass-fed beef or good organic chicken and lots of good vegetables and herbs. You know, we don't use enough herbs in our soup. Use tablespoons, not teaspoons of herbs. If this time of year they're probably dried, use a tablespoon of oregano, a tablespoon of sage, a tablespoon of thyme, and I think they taste great, and they'll make great soup, and they'll be healing. And if you don't like that much herbs, just put some, put what you like. But I hope you stay healthy. I hope this helped you. If you have any ways that you like to stay healthy, please put it in the comments below. And this Miracle Protection Oil, you can use as much of the oils in it, or which oils you like in your Miracle Protection Oil. You may not have all of these oils on hand. You may have some on hand. Walmart makes one called Immunity, or Walmart doesn't make it, but you can buy it at Walmart. It's called Immunity. It's like $5.95 for a little container of it, and you could just use that and use like 20 drops of that in with your oil. You don't have to spend a lot of money. You don't have to get as fancy as I did with all these different ones. I just happen to have them on hand, and that's why. And I do know the oregano, the clove, the eucalyptus, all of these are really healing. All of them are germ protection, so they are good, but use what you have on hand, and or get something like at Walmart. It's called Immunity, and use that. So thank you so much, and God bless you, and stay healthy. Bye-bye.